Hi guys, Mark from Mindfulness. I'm always looking at doing new things to try and bring out the best in me so that I can also help each other. I want to help you guys. So I've got a little book for a little bit of light reading. Just so that even though I do mindfulness and I do neuro-linguistic programming, it's all about looking at it from different perspectives. And the more we can look at things, the better it is that we can do. So today's little talk, I've got a little quote in here, and I found it was quite nice. It's all about the habit brain. Our habit brain, or our subconscious mind, runs our lives 95% of the time. So what does this mean? Let me give you this example. So I'll put this book up here. Aeroplanes have a button called automatic pilot. When pilots push that button, they don't have to consciously control the aircraft. It'll do it all by itself. And people can also run on this autopilot. And this is what the habit means. We run our lives by autopilot. We do not take conscious control. If we are in an emotional state, then the emotion is taking us, and then the habit brain, our unconscious mind, goes, yeah, I can give you that. And our thoughts and our emotions, the emotions come from our thoughts. So the unconscious mind goes, yeah, I can do that. And it'll just give you, so if you're thinking anxious or depressed, it'll run those bodily chemicals that we have in our blood. It'll run it automatically. We don't need to think about when we breathe. We don't need to think about our heart rate. Unless there is an issue. So we're breathing too fast because we're having a panic attack. Or our heart's too fast because we've eaten the wrong foods. Or we've done lots of exercise. These are just examples. Our habit brain runs our lives. 95% of our time, we're unaware of what our body is doing. And mindfulness and NLP and cognitive behavioural therapy and psychology and counselling and psychiatry, it's all about looking at what you can control and what you become aware of. So when we start looking at ourselves so that we can become aware of what we're doing, what the emotion or what the action is doing to our body, then we can start changing what we're doing. We need to become self-aware. Now, how do we become self-aware? That's the question I get asked a lot. Well, look at the consequences. People look at consequences because we live in a cause and effect universe. So, one action or no action, what's the consequence? But we need to break it down before we get to that stage. So the little tip is like, okay, many people say I'm stressed or I'm depressed. Well, at least you know that emotion. But are you aware of what the emotion is doing to your body? So take a step back. Allow the breath just to be as it normally does, because the habit brain will do this. The unconscious mind will take over the program. So just be aware of your breath. Take a step back. In this way, you're starting to become an observer. And the more you can become an observer of an emotion or an action, the more you become aware of the cause and the consequences. The cause, the effect. So take a step back. Look at it. Look at the facts. Ask yourself, is this, questions. Challenge those thoughts. Challenge those beliefs. What would be better instead? What would I rather have instead? Is this necessarily true? But we can practice these sort of things by being mindful. So taking opportunities when we're not in that emotional state. to sit there and be mindful. We could do gratitude lists. We could do achievement jars. We could just sit there and do a body scan. So we take some deep breaths and notice our body. There are many, many different ways, but being mindful when all these sort of aspects is about being 100% focused on the now. So if you start being focused on the now, you will start learning about your body. You will start learning about your emotions. You will start learning to develop self-awareness. And when we do this on a regular basis, this becomes a new habit, which the unconscious mind can do. It will take it off. Consciously, you'll have to think about it first. Build it into a practice. Build it into a new habit. Now, science reckons it takes about 30 days to form a new habit. Other people say 12 exposures. But what I'm saying is, the more you do it, the better it comes. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And the more it will become that automatic pilot. So when you're in that emotional state, the automatic pilot can go, hang on, I know this program. Let's rewrite the computer program and put a new program in. And let's run that program. And then things will start to change. When things start to change, the autopilot will just run the program. What we're doing is looking at the old software. So the old software on the pilots that they have on their computers to fly the plane, updating and refreshing, and then saving it so that we've got new programs to run. We can check our height. We can see how much we're soaring into the sky. And we can only do this when we start becoming self-aware. So, become self-aware. Consciously use your mind to overwrite this program so that the unconscious mind, when situations occur, can take over. We obviously, when we, as human beings, we'll still have knee-jerk reactions, but then it's about catching yourself and going, hang on, that's not very good. What can I do differently? And then you'll start having different results. And you'll be able to start letting go of emotions and stresses. And when you start letting go of these, your body will actually become healthier. So, just a little tip on our unconscious mind, guys. This is where our core beliefs are. Our core values are in this unconscious mind because we don't often have to think about them. It's only when they're challenged do we think about them. Now, some of our beliefs may be good and some of them may be not so good. But we all have them and we are all driven by our unconscious mind. So, guys, be on the plane. Become the pilot. Learn your plane. Learn your skills. And then when your automatic pilot takes over, you'll have a different destination to go to. So, thanks very much, guys. Do like and subscribe, and don't forget to share so that we can get this message out. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Twitter. So Facebook is Mind Frontiers. Twitter is 123 Glenton. Glenton123, I apologise. And, I'm from Mind Frontiers, but I also run other courses and stuff, so check it out. Do like and subscribe. Thanks for now. See you later. Bye.